I'm the best, I'm the best, and I gang, on my own.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now this defense for the Lions much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. To throw, Huntley. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll work down inside the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Huntley. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10 at the 20. Now it's gone. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll go. 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Newton. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5 now. Newton fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Newton to throw. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. In motion goes the tight end. Newton. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
First down, 10 at the 28-yard line.
Huntley to throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Vikings at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Huntley. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake, Huntley. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Deep for Detroit, Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Lions first down.
Now Newton on 1st down. He'll go right back to St. Brown. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Down inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. From his end zone is St. Brown. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on third down, Newton. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
To throw on 3rd down. Huntley steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Play action. It's Newton. And he wisely will throw that one away. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Newton throwing again. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Newton now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw, Huntley. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. 65 yards on the ground for him so far. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Huntley. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Off-play action. Huntley. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Chandler is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
At the Lions' 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Huntley. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone is St. Brown. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The tackle by Robert Quinn. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Here we go, here we go.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick. And we've seen nowadays, those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention, they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Newton to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
From his end zone is St. Brown.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down throw for Newton. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Off the end, 30. First down, Lions.
On first down, Newton buying time to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the 50, Newton. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They snap it to Newton. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Locating St. Brown for another catch. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup.
Huntley to throw.
At the 28-yard line.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's got room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On first down, Huntley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone is St. Brown. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He gets it complete to Harris. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down and 3. Now Newton. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
6 yards. First down, Detroit.
Newton on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. To throw, Huntley. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Still